I'm Michael Copp, president of Harold Copp Farms Incorporated, doing business as Copp Farm Supply. We're located in northeast Indiana in Columbia City. Well, Copp Farm Supply is one of the oldest Hardy dealers in the state of Indiana, so we're very used to all of the Hardy equipment. And when it came time to look at a self-propelled line, we were intrigued at the new Hardy Cerrator, and that is what has led us to that decision. On the Hardy Cerrator, a number of things really stand out. The TerraForce boom is extraordinary. I know of no other boom in the world that can compare with the TerraForce boom. Of course, capacity, accuracy. Many of the comments that we get on the Cerrator, they love the access to the unit. They love the size of the cab. They love the visibility of the when they're actually going down the road, because the booms don't obstruct your view as much as the others. The weight, we can be 1,350 gallons. We very heavy duty and yet substantially lighter than some of the competitive models. Well, as a Hardy dealer and then operating our own farm, we have owned a number of different trailer sprayers, all the way back to the 500 45-foot boom units, and then all the way through the Commanders and the high clearance. The previous sprayer that we had was an 1,850 gallon Hardy 6600 trailer. So we have had a lot of experience using the Hardy equipment. Well, we average maybe smaller acres per day than a number of people, because we have a business to run. So most of our spraying is done before our store opens in the morning and after it closes at night. But we operate about 1,500 acres. One of the things that was interesting to us when we went from the trailer sprayers with a diaphragm pump going to our system now on the Cerrator was, would it be as accurate? Because we have always believed there was no more accurate system in the world than a Hardy diaphragm pump system. And we are so pleasantly surprised that our system on the Cerrator seems to be just as accurate. And we really appreciate that. And as a chemical salesman, we really understand the importance of accuracy. The ride on the Cerrator is very, very smooth. I have not ridden in a lot of other competitive models, but I certainly know in the people who have ridden with me, they are very complimentary of the ride, and I am as well. I think, once again, this is something that separates Hardy from the rest of the industry. Because of the experience that Hardy has with booms, this TerraForce boom is, like I said before, probably the smoothest boom I've ever seen in my life, and built very, very heavily. It will hold together. I just think it's extraordinary. Once again, many of the people I've had ride with me also speak about the space in the cab. They appreciate how large of a cab it is. Of course, it has a seat next to it. The controls are familiar to us. One of the things I've been surprised about as I reflect over the years in the chemical and the equipment business is sometimes the lack of importance that people put in their sprayer. They may have a new piece of equipment, a tractor, a combine, everything else, and they may have an old beat-up sprayer. As a chemical salesman who has been selling chemicals since the 1960s, we know how important accuracy is and doing a good job of spraying. And so we would value a sprayer at one of the very top pieces of equipment that we own. Yes, I certainly would recommend the Hardy Cerrator or the complete Hardy line of self-propelleds. One of the things is the history that is behind Hardy. As I've shared with customers over the years, Hardy in many ways has taught the world how to spray. Hardy started us with the self-leveling booms, the triple nozzles, like to say the diaphragm pump. They have such a wonderful history. I also know, once again, being in the chemical business, how a number of the chemical companies have gone to Hardy over the years to see how their spray is going to perform through nozzles. And they've depended on Hardy's information on that. So yes, I believe that Hardy, I've always felt that Hardy was the Cadillac of the sprayers, and I would highly recommend it to anyone who would be interested.